Greetings, everyone. This is me, Zara Bazak. Person has apologized, but when calling me a mad human, I don't know whether it's a friend of Colt Hoffer who thinks I've been shouting and screaming at him even now, and he took a good revenge again, sending his friend Colt Hoffer from Canada. So I wonder if he's an Ismaili or who he is. This Colt Hoffer from Canada. Okay, I checked. There's another. So if you, yes, you Ismailis are very polite people, right? Or you're a Shia 12er. God knows who you are. And you took your revenge, right? Sorry, but I'm a mad woman. What can I do? Apologize for that. How many times shall I apologize for that? Nevertheless, you would say now, as intelligent, very intelligent Ismailis and 12 Shias as you are, because you see, you have to tell me which religion you're from. And if it's called Toffer, then you told me you're a Christian, you're not a Muslim. So this. And better be honest, right? Upright. Tell me if you're an Ismaili so I know where you're coming from. It's to make life easy for me, right? Thank you so much. And no, your apologies. I don't know what you meant because you could be hurting me and you know you are. And you're not even honest. You're not even honest as to say whether you're an Ismaili Shia or you're a 12er Shia, what Shia you are. Or whether you're taking the revenge still, coming here, of Colt Hoffer. Colt Hoffer said he was a Christian, so, right? Now, if you are a Christian and you come here, I don't know what you are. Sometimes you act like, what is this? Are you taking revenge or something from me? Okay, in this you're right. Instead, it's put here, but in Surah, if you want to be very, very precise, maybe you should send your, imam here or your leader, right? I mean, no one is above. A teacher has to come down, not think that they are like some too far from above teaching someone who wants to learn. So I wanted to learn and now it's too late. Stop saying that I'm mad and all this now. Okay? And even if you can say what you like, but you're going to be timed out here, or I'll just be shocked at what you're saying. Respectful to Colt Hoffer or to you? So why as Christians you come here to correct us? An ex-Muslim too. Now, I don't know where you're coming from, really. So I have already apologized for whatever I hope you people understand that I'm not feeling well. And apart from this Quran thing, I say even if you are devoted to a stone, and now this is apart from this is what I have contemplated on my own, you don't need a Quran to tell you because we weren't even there when. There are many spiritual things we weren't there to know. We weren't even there to remember when God created us and asked us when we were in the loins or what. I can't even remember that time. So we have to come in the material world and then realize the higher truths. So if we can even, I contemplated on that, that I could not for the life of me remember when God said to us, Bala, asked us, am I not your, oh sorry, Lord didn't say Bala, but we said Bala. So if you know, the Ismailis are internationally known and all this, backed up by the Western people and presidents and all. Very respectful Imam and very respected, but I disagree with him too. And he's not above anyone. Like as a teacher, he should come down and teach his people. Okay, so he's. Sorry, I need to know whether you're an Ismaili Ismaili from Canada, because then I can explain to you, as you are very intellectual from Harvard, or you have this thing. But what I've contemplated is, apart from the Quran, a person can be sincerely devoted, like I was calling to Buddha, Bodhisattvas, one of the Buddha. What? For what? For protection. If I go to the hospital, go to a doctor who is an Indian, who is a Hindu, but I go and this is apart from God or what? Right? So like that, I don't mean to be rude, but it's too much now. You can be devoted to a stone here, if in the stone you can see the glory of God. What is devotion, first of all? Why would you be devoted? You can be devoted to your enemy who hates you and you still love your teacher, or, she's a teacher and she doesn't like you. You can adore her and she can keep hating you. What's wrong in that? To spend an entire life loving someone who hates you, who doesn't understand your love, adoring someone who hates you. What's wrong in that? Will that mislead you? That will give you a lot of misery, heartache, all the time when you go to that person. But it's your devotion, your love. Who knows, one day that heartbroken grief, that devotion to your enemy may save you. The Buddhists say, some of them, I don't know whether it's the Zen Buddhists or what, say thank you to your enemy even who hurts you. Because there are good teachers. And I could understand for the life of me, because we were told as 12 Shias to disassociate from Ahlul Bayt's enemies and Allah's enemies there, because they're Allah's enemies. They're Ahlul Bayt's enemies. So your love is something that can save you, even if you love your enemy or someone who hates you, a teacher who you look up to, who you've loved, and they don't like you. Right? Although your Imam Ali has said, don't expect from human beings. So all that I've thought about, I just don't have the proper words now. So if you're going to still come and rub it in that I'm a disrespectful person, like this chicken wing Steve did from Canada or wherever, Britisher or whoever he was. Okay, so there is this ayat I found. I said, like, there are two ayats like this I found where authority, but here in Surah Araf it says, and that you associate with Allah that for which He has not sent down, associate with Allah. Here is Behi, not Menduni, with Allah, not what He has sent of authority, right? Where's it? Without right, and you associate others with Billahi, meaning with Allah. Okay, here it doesn't say instead of Allah, but there too the polytheist or someone in Surah Hajj ayat 71, it says instead of Allah they worship those instead of Allah. Apart from Allah, they worship those concerning whom He has revealed no sanction, meaning sent no authority, and concerning whom they have no true knowledge. True knowledge or knowledge. Any knowledge. It doesn't say don't have true knowledge. So you can look at the various translations and you will get it wrong, because translations differ. But if you know the Arabic, and I can't trust in anyone, not even those who come politely and try to lead me, because there were Shias who, religious scholars who we were told lived a very simple life. How could we even question them? That you are wrong. We couldn't say that. It would be disrespectful, right? Now here, and many things like, you should at least have that regard for those people, considering the religious scholars of the Shias, where the Sunnis were after them and killed them and God knows what. The Imams were killed and all this. So we couldn't say anything. We were just so quiet, out of politeness, out of respect, and and we trusted them that they would never lie to us, because we were told they have risked their lives in this to keep the names of Ahl al-Bayt alive, the true Islam alive. Okay, besides Allah, and they worship besides Allah, meaning instead of Allah, right? Apart from Allah, what not He has sent down for it any authority. So here He says He has not sent down any authority. But if He had sent down any authority and knowledge was given to them, and now if it's true knowledge, there's false knowledge and there's true knowledge. But it says here no knowledge or any knowledge, right? It doesn't say true or false knowledge. You see, this is where the ayats are going wrong. God is making a mistake here, even in the knowledge part. You can have knowledge, but it could be false knowledge. So why doesn't you Allah put it precisely the way it should be put, like the translators have put it, some of them, which they have really no knowledge. Really is put in brackets. True knowledge. Abul Ala Maududi puts it, because they've contemplated on this. They know that not every knowledge is true knowledge. So thank you, Kalthofer and his friend and whoever you are, a Smiley or 12er Shia, who came here last night. Thank you so much. You don't have to apologize. So now here it says besides Allah. But then what are you intelligent, intellectual Muslims going to say about this? That of course not. Authority could not be sent down for worshipping instead of Allah. Right? And yet it says here, Allah has not sent down for it any authority. Meaning if Allah had sent down authority, so No authority can ever be sent down for such a thing, is to worship someone apart from Allah instead of Allah. No, even if authority has been sent down, you should not accept that kind of authority, because that authority would not be from Allah. And that knowledge also would not be, if knowledge is here, like the knowledge that Samiri had. He had, in Surah Taha we're told, right? So that also about knowledge, and here about authority. It should have been for which Allah never would send down authority. Never would send down any authority. For you to worship someone apart from Allah. You see, you people have not examined. I've contemplated before on this. Even the Shia religious scholars who risk their lives. Allama Majlisi in the end, in his Hayatul Qulub, has written, I'm only concerned about the truth. We don't care about what people would say about us. We don't care if we ruin our reputation writing the truth. What we care is about the truth, and only but the truth. And Allama Majlisi, I read his last page saying, I'm only concerned about the truth. 12 Shia. And not what people are going to say or this and that. We do not care about those who criticize when we're on the path of truth. Us. When we lose our cool even, I mean, I lose my cool, I'm in this condition, right? And it's been too much for me, and I say it's been too much, I can't take it. So see, like yesterday, now today it came to my attention as insightful, that it could be called Hoffer. You also, that person also had his mind made up, like don't act like a mad woman with me. So couldn't I have my mind made up for you? That there were Muslims coming and how they are, not saying it, that this is, when I show them that there are inconsistencies in the Quran ayat, and when I even show the Shias that you have not examined these ayats properly, God should have not put here, apart from Allah, for what not He has sent down for it any authority. That, well, authority should never have been, Allah should say, I should never bring down. Authority would never come down, and I would not send down authority. Because the same kind of a thing is said here. Of with any authority, without, with Allah, not He has sent down of it, Behi, any authority. Now, Behi is used in a different way here. Of it, any authority, and that you say about, that is not important for this discussion here. Now, what are you going to say, you intellectual Muslims, that, instead of Allah, you see, you've been so into intellectualism. You say, and yes, spirituality, and Allah has been, a lot given to you through your imams and all. And you've read books, and you've been to universities, Harvard, and so here, since don't you think for these, although you would say, well, Zahra, here it's for the polytheists and they worship besides, that's why Allah has put it like this, because of that no authority has been sent down. Not He has sent down for it any authority, and what not they have of it any knowledge. What if they have some knowledge which is false against? what false gods they have invented. Right? So I would say that Allah here in Surah Hajj ayat 71 should have said, I would never send down any authority. Even because for this, that they worship apart from Allah. If you say min duni means besides Allah, means apart from Allah, means instead of Allah, only instead of Allah, then Allah should have said, I would never send down. He would never, and what he would never send down any authority for it. You see the confusion that this thing has caused because your Allah has not put it in proper words. Not because no authority has come down for it, but because Allah would never send down. If I tell you, I will never give you the authority to do this under no circumstances, worshipping apart from me, anyone, I would never give you the authority. So if authority has come down, it's false. It's false knowledge. It's not true authority. Right? Because then I can say here, and then you will be, if authority comes down for this, then you'll say, with Allah. And that you associate others with Allah, what not He has sent down of it, any authority. So if He has sent down authority, so what? So for both the same sentence in Surah Hajj, ayat against the polity, apart from Allah and with Allah. No authority is sent down. Apart from Allah and with Allah. You see this? And so let your intellectuals, imams and religious scholars, salam, I ask Allah to bless you with His love. Ameen. Nur Haya. Nur Haya, thank you so much. Wa alaikum assalam. I would like it if you would use God here. Because there's not only Allah, there's also a divinity. And this nowadays you're coming very lovingly here. Are you Ismaili? Because isn't it blasphemy? Isn't apostasy is very bad in Islam for Muslims, majority of Muslims. Sunni Muslims, Shia 12 verse. I think you've learned well from the Christians. Are you Ismaili? May God, may your Allah, may the true polytheist Allah show you the true way to leave this and bless you and your family members. You see, you can keep praying, but this will not bless me because in Surah Qasas, ayat 52 or something, even Prophet Muhammad is told. And you know what the Shia say about this in the commentary? I don't know where you're coming from. Nur Haya, you'll be, I don't want you to be disillusioned. Because Allah does not give His love until you follow Prophet Muhammad. Then Allah will love you. But if they do not respond to you, then know that they only follow their own no, this one. Where is it? Lust. 56, I think. Then. O Prophet, you cannot grant guidance to whom you love, actually, or please. If this ahbabta, I think I kind of jumped to a conclusion, sorry. Is this love, hub, or is this pleasing someone? I think Radhi Allah, if it is said. Okay, ahbabta is love, isn't it? It says love here. Okay, indeed you cannot guide whom you love, but Allah guides whom He wills. And He, so Nur Haya, sorry, I'm not going to come to Prophet Muhammad. Like he blessed the, oops, it's okay, it was loading. Sorry, having some technical problems here. May Allah guide you and favor you like He favored the Bani Israel above all the people. Indeed, O Muhammad, you do not guide whom you like. Love, actually. Some say like, or some say please, or some say lovest. Love. So, Nuria, your prayer will not come true about this. I'm never going to follow this prophet who is a tyrant, terrorist, robber, stealer, how he killed Kanana, Safiya bint Huwais' husband, second husband. For attempted assassination on his life and killing 2 Muslims or 3 Muslims, he killed, his Allah has cast terror into the hearts of those Yathrib people and breaking their houses and all that. And the rumor mongers, Surah Azab ayat 60, those in whose hearts is a disease, and hypocrites, if they desist not, we will arouse them against them, and then they will not be your neighbors. Now they're Yathrib people. You're in Yathrib. You've changed the name to Medina. You want this city, and God will give you their homes, their wealth, and everything. And find them and kill them wherever you find them. Those rumor mongers could be those who were saying this is a false prophet. Beware of him. And the Bedouins who didn't want to help him in the conquest of Makkah, going with him in Surah Fat, they're told, these people, poor Bedouins, and these Shias are bent on saying that Muhammad and Ali, Prophet Muhammad and Imam Ali never fought a war, but they've made a war here. They've pushed them. Prophet Muhammad, his Allah, has pushed these Bedouins because they didn't help Prophet Muhammad go with him to Makkah for the conquest of Makkah. No, it wasn't like that, sister. Please refer to the original sources. This is the original source. And I've read all the sources. How many original sources? What is your original source? Where is it coming from? Please tell me. Sister or brother? I mean, sisters. Your name is female. Nuria, sister. Sorry, can I call you Nuria instead of Nur Haya? It's kind of difficult for me. I'm sorry about that. Sister, where is the original source? Please bring the original source. I'm waiting for you. What was the original source that they were made to? They didn't fight Prophet Muhammad, but they didn't help. They were just saying these things, and they were told, there is not upon the, where is it? Problem is I keep forgetting the ayats. It makes me frustrated, so sorry. Say to the desert Arabs who lagged behind. It's saying here, this is the original source. This is the original source. It's the Quran ayat. Who lagged behind, who didn't help Prophet Muhammad. They didn't give him a war. Read the Quran ayats first. Are you going to some metaphorical meanings of the Quran ayat when you haven't even known the original source here? The apparent meaning in the Quran you can't get, you haven't gotten. Sorry to be like this. It reminds me of what that Ismaili was saying. We go for the metaphorical meanings. Please look at this. Nurhiya. This is original source. Say to the desert Arabs who lagged behind, just because they didn't help Prophet Muhammad, they said we're busy with the family and all this, and they were blamed for being hypocrites and turning and wanting spoils of war and being happy thinking that these Muslims will never come back. Of course, it's their city. And Muhammad has made a great deal of problems there in their city. Who would think he's a prophet? In Surah Tahrim, what he's done. In Surah Azab, what he's done, adopting a son. Then Allah changing that and marrying. I mean, what is this? And concealing in his heart what Allah was to reveal. And here, Nuria, sister, please see this now. This is the original most source, right? They only lagged behind. For this, they're told, you shall be summoned to fight against the people given to vehement war. Then shall you fight or shall admit. Please don't give me a hard time, Nuria, sister. Is this not apparent to you, sister? Although you're not allowed to, I don't think you're allowed to call me a sister because I'm out of your faith, out of your religion. But it's very kind of you to do so. Now this is very apparent. This is like, you read a ayat, you don't have to go search for the history, Islamic history, or tafsir. It is those who lagged behind. So what are you saying? Where's the original source now about this? The original source is speaking out. The ayat is speaking out for itself. Who lagged behind. They did not fight. They were pushed into fighting. Unless then shall you fight, or they shall submit. Or this vehement warring party will what? Then if you show obedience, so you have to obey. And then if you don't, you could be asked to confront such an army. Let's take a very simple translation. Say to the Bedouins who were left behind, you will be called against those who possess great might and be asked to fight against them. And the 12er Shias and the Ismailis Shias, they go on saying that Prophet Muhammad and Ali never fought. Intellectual, highly intellectual Muslims never fought an offensive war. You are dragging them out to face an army when they just lagged behind. And they told the messenger, ask forgiveness for us, and forgiveness was not given to them. For this, in their case, they were the worst hypocrites. They thought evil thoughts that the Prophet and the believers would not come back to their city from Makkah. They thought an evil thought, and they were rejoicing in that. But here, and they They asked for forgiveness, but they were hypocrites. We are busy with our, and you're saying, oh, you know, Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad and Imam Ali never fought. What is this? Making people fight. You're fitna bazing, you're calling them, you're actually forcing them to fight. Since you never helped them, what is this? This is worse. Yourself, you said, oh, we didn't fight any offensive wars. Please, eloquent, just go ask someone who is a European or someone who is not not on these YouTubes or something. They've been infiltrated with smileys and Christians who we don't know whether they are true, who they are behind the scene. They come here and they say they're Christians. Nuria, can I have some feedback, some participation? I've shown you the real source, which openly says that they were left behind. And you can see the other ayats for yourself. It really, bleeds me now, how he's put it against these, but the ones who ask for forgiveness, that they're hypocrites. And where in Islam you are told that you'll be punished for even your thoughts if you think bad thoughts? Nuria, waiting for you to bring out an original source. No, it wasn't like that, sister. Please refer to the original source. This is the original source. This is the Quran ayat. Where do you come from? Nuria? Sorry, I have to ask you. It's not your original source, the Quran, the first and foremost? Surah Fat ayat 16. This is not Hajj. It's not, the website has not loaded. Sister, how can you say to refer to an original source? Now the ayat is clear, right? Ayat is clear in itself. So if I said tafsirs and history, even that you can read, and what will you get? If it's against this source, that they lagged behind, only because they lagged behind. The Quran ayat is saying, where's the original source? Do you have an imam? Huh? Can you please ask that imam to come and explain where's the original source here? Does he have the original source? Sister, no answer. Sister has disappeared. So anyways, back to this, that the Shias even have done a great injustice with the Prophet Muhammad, Imam Ali, and the Quran, that they don't see how this ayat, Surah Hajj ayat 71, should be written. That is, and if they worship, if you say, like this person pointed out last night, to a mad human instead of Allah, then I would never send down any authority for it. It's not that not he has sent down for it any authority. because in Surah Araf, it says the same thing for associating with Allah. You see, this your shaitan has beguiled you so much. You think you are so much intellectuals that you have understood the Quran ayahs to the very core. You have paid attention to every word. But somewhere you intellectuals, Shia intellectuals have also missed. Rouhani people have missed. Irfaniyats have missed. The highest of followers of Hazir Imam, His Highness Aga Khan, have missed. Murids have missed. You see, here, apart from Allah, no authority will I ever send down. But with Allah, because the Shia say no, with Allah, because the messenger is associated with Allah. He's a messenger of Allah. That's an association. Surah Fat, ayat 9, it's an association. Surah Takwir, ayat 19. 20 to 21, it's an association with Allah. Jibrail, being a possessor of power, messenger of Allah. This is the word of the messenger of Allah, Kareem, the messenger Kareem. Surah one possessor of power. So if you say here, with Allah, it says there, with Allah. So if you say with Allah, so please don't use my weak point because somewhere I was angry or I'm without, because of my condition. So if you don't want to follow a mad woman, if you don't want to see these things that I'm sharing with you, goodbye then. We said goodbye. Now please don't come here with another name. Politely apologizing and, you don't want to see the truth. You don't have to see the truth. Let your polite Imam give it to you. Respected Imam give it to you, right? So here in Surah Araf again, please have a look at this. Sometimes, and He has forbidden that you associate with Allah, not besides Allah, instead of Allah, in His divinity, that for which He has sent down no authority, no sanction, or no authority. Let's keep it to authority. The word, no authority, meaning not all binding authority, sent down. Look at the translations there. Send down no authority here. Now, if you want to confuse me, I was a little bit confused when I was thinking maybe that person is an Ismaili because he came in the late night when I was here. And he wants to show that I've been mad human and, enforcing the thing that I've been disrespectful to Kalthofer much, to his fellow friend or someone. Now look at this. Then you go to Surah. So I was like, yeah, but so the Ismailis would say, because they're very intelligent, they catch up. And I know the 12 Shias also, that here it's, and they worship besides Allah. So, not He has sent down for it any authority. But it's the same thing it says for the ones associating with Allah in Surah Araf ayat 3, I think, or 31, 33. Oh. But noteworthy here, right? Please see, Ismailis or Shias might come here and think they're very intellectual. And what's the point they're going to put? that here it says, worship besides Allah, no authority would be sent down, and of which they have no knowledge, of course. But if no authority would be sent down, then put it in a different way, not like the one you've put it here. With Allah, no authority has been sent down. He sent down of it any authority, that any authority or no authority. Sultanan. Look at each and every word of it, dear Ismailis, Kalthofer followers, friends of Kalthofer, family members, Canada, Kalthofer. So you think you are very intelligent people, intellectual, highly. 12 are Shias. Yes, here it's with Allah. But look what he says. That he, if no author, look. Because I find it without, yes, every word. You associate others, in brackets. You associate with Allah. Yes, it's with Allah. It's not besides Allah. What not? He has sent down of it any authority. And that, okay, and this is not needed. Sorry, I just have to cover it up. You associate with Allah, here it's with, not besides or apart, not min duni, but with Allah, I agree. What not? You associate with Allah, what not? He has sent down of it any authority. So what do the Shia say? With Allah, if an authority has been sent down, then what the Sunnis say against Shias is wrong, so they defend themselves like this. But they won't defend the polytheists. And they defend themselves with each and every word, thinking they've got it so right? And phrases. Now, they will tell me, yes, here with Allah. But no, but I'm telling them, it says, when authority has not been sent down, you do not with Allah associate anyone. So you say with Allah, if authority has been sent down, then you can associate. Yes, okay, right. But here, what do you say about this? And they worship apart from Allah. What not he has sent down for it any authority. Again, here, then, the way it's put here, like it's put in Surah Araf, for associating partners with Allah, if with Allah. Here it's apart from Allah, what not he has sent down for it any authority. Sultanan, the same word is used. Please look at this. I'm so tired, sorry. I don't mean to be rude or anything here now with Nuria sister, but about this I have to say that this person came and tried to back up his brother Kalthofer, saying now, don't be disrespectful and mad human. No one will talk to because you are a mad human. I meant angry, and the way he put his sentence, you don't say a mad woman, angry woman, mad human. Please look at this, please. What are you going to say about this? So I tell you that Ismailis or Christians who are interested, like Kalthofer, Some things he explained to me, I was grateful to him for. But here, please don't get emotional and start crying on me and saying that I'm getting mad at you, right? Please don't start crying on me here, right? Please see this, and then we can all be at pain and cry afterwards. I don't have like if I cry, I get a headache very bad one, so I try to avoid crying, although crying is very good. So afterwards, you can cry. But you don't see how you've made others cry. The polytheists cry. You don't see how you could make. You see, because Allah could have put here, never will I send authority for this, that you worship someone besides Allah, or something or someone, because never will I send. Here, it's a confusion, because you see why. Putting aside a Sunni side, putting aside Sunni, a Shia, taking the Shia point of view, I hope I'm making myself clear here. You see, the Shia point of view is, because in Surah Araf, the associating with Allah, no, he says, if no authority has been sent down, right? Since no authority, if no, it doesn't say if no authority has been sent down. And what with Allah, not He has sent down of it any authority. He has not sent down. Since He has not sent down, the Shias are bent on saying no, authority has been sent down. Let's see if I can quote someone or go to multilingual Quran. Oh my goodness. Your Allah, Shias, even intellectuals, years they've given their lives, I do acknowledge, but on academic grounds, I said I'm not going to be light on this with you. I'm not going to sympathize on this, not going to compromise with you on this. It's like a hypocrite, a tyrant, a terrorist disguised, a liar, a warlord. He married Safiya bint Huway. He's done so much to Kanana, torturing him. Huway, you don't see that side of you say that's not original source or it's not the original. You see when Ibn Ishaq came and all this. Right. Are you going to still... What if that was the original source, but it came years later? It was hidden because his Ahl Bayt never allowed it to come out. Imam Ali never allowed it. Are you saying Imam Ali is the original source? So multilingual Quran. I've spent so much time here. I'm not saying I'm it's so disgusting, so sad. I'm not. I don't want to show that. You know who I'm up against? Ismaili Imam. The Western world, even Pakistan respects them. They never killed any Ismailis before. I was there when they were after the Shia, 12 Shias. Where is it? Surah Araf. And Colt Hoffer from Canada. I got insanely mad after, And now they're sending people to show that, oh, she's a mad woman. Don't listen to her. And, the young guy who has a disability, like I wouldn't listen to him. And goodbye. And I was like I kept my heart strong at that time, a smiley. So he's like, I'm crying and all this. I said, okay, sorry, I have to go now, goodbye, and all this. So he can tell, he can tell the Canadian Ismailis that how bad I am. Like I didn't have any sympathies for him. I didn't listen to him. I said, no, he's too young and he's asking me for too much now. I cannot give him that much. When I'm in this condition, it's too late. Where's that ayat? Oh, sorry, I've gone too far down. 33. Say, my Lord is only prohibited. The verse contains some of the divine prohibitions. Do not say that which you do not know. I don't know. It doesn't say about this part that you associate with Allah that for which He has not sent down any authority. Where did I read it? I read it somewhere, or some Shia explaining to me, Surah Araf ayat, this part, or I can't say. I can't say if I cannot show it. For which He has not sent down any authority. For which He will never send down any authority. Should be for this part, because it leaves room open. If authority, so the Shias show that authority has been sent down, and you Sunnis don't see this, brothers, sisters, however they put it, right, very politely to their Sunni brothers and sisters, that you see here it says for which He has not sent down any authority, doesn't mean for which He will never send down any authority, because room has been, there's a room open, slight door open, because it doesn't say for which He will never send down any authority. You get it? Hope you people, Muslims, get this, what the Shia say. But I'm saying to this person who came and started to say instead of Allah and all this to me and more. Oops. Surah Hajj ayat. Where's Surah Hajj ayat? Surah Hajj ayat. Oh goodness. 11th ayat of Surah Hajj. Now, if you want, call me mad, say that she has no sympathies, but now my name, even in the smileys. Now, I don't know whether Kalthofer was a hidden or what he was, but he said he was a Christian. And then a smiley came from Canada on my Facebook. And the works. So I didn't, I said, sorry, I can't. You're too young. You should not be sent. This is not the right way. I'm not feeling well. I don't know what these Ismailis, very scared. I got very scared of these Ismailis, whether they're coming in a very weird, like trying to show that they have a heart and they are, and he was, and he's saying he's at a funeral, and I was still going on saying, no, you have to leave me because and that they were perhaps testing me also whether it's true what came out from me, They don't have to know that, what came out of me about His Highness Khan the Third. Anyways, so this. And of the people is he who worships Allah on an edge, and if it touched. No, where's that ayat? Surah Hajj ayat 56. No authority. Yet they worship besides Allah. Now the 72. My problem is I keep forgetting, and they're going to perhaps send an Ismaili Shia disguised as a Christian or something to say that you are, she forgets, don't, our Imam already knows. And when our verses are recited to them as clear evidences, you recognize in the faces with it. You can find it. '71, isn't it? Surah Hajj ayat 71. Okay, it was. So you will be confused. Hazir Imam has given them education and all this, the Ismailis, and they worship besides Allah. But today I've won for the polytheists and those, the injustice has been done to them. Against Ismailis even. I humbly put forth this. But it doesn't sound humble because I don't want to sound humble. You may say I'm a mad human. Good. You shouldn't even apologize. I know your conspiracies against me. Your deceptive ways, your creepy, cunning ways. Your deceptive ways. Even Ismailis. Here Allah should have put, then, if the Shia say their authority has been sent down to us, then here Shias, the Allah should have put, highly intellectual Shias come here. No, I'm very disrespectful, very rude. Lying against polytheists, saying that this is not aggressive wars, killing polytheists, defending Prophet Muhammad because you want to be known, you want to enjoy that high place. You were greedy for the status like Prophet Muhammad was. Nurani family and blessed family and favored Fatima, Ali, Hassan, Hussein. I can prove this now. Don't look at the way the Ismailis or the Shias will tell you. Look at this way now. Before the shaitan comes in my mind too. The Shia shaitan. Ismaili shaitan. And they worship besides Allah that for which He has not sent down authority. That for which He will never send down any authority. Because here it's instead, not with. So it should have been for that for which he has never sent down authority, because that guy was saying, gentleman, about this ayat, that it's instead, the Lord's instead. So if with authority and all that, oh my God, you know, the Shia shaitan is going to come, and then I'll be so. But I've got the highest imam here, highest imam corrected. Hazir Imam, who's present, who's respected all over the world. Highest intellect he comes from, you know. Prophet Muhammad is the highest intellect. They say. I've defeated Hazir Imam. Even Ismail, the most peaceful Imam, the one I used to respect so much. But academically, I'm not going to be. Academically, I've defeated him. His followers, his Harvard University, Corbin, Henry Corbin can come, and what's his name? The ones who have tried to give the message in writing. You go to Ismaili Gnosis and all this. I've defeated Ismailis on this. If that person was an Ismaili who came last night, what was his name? Chicken Wings Steve. Even if he was Baha'i, I've defeated Baha'is on this. Do you understand what I've done here? Never will I send down authority for such a thing. Then here. Where was I going now? You know, the Henry Corbin and what not people, Nasser, what's his name? I was going to Ismaili Gnosis. Like, who are these? They've got such highly educated people. And you know, it's in their mind now, this education knowledge to help imams. This imam write his write articles. They're so educated, right? Look, Henry Corbin, God knows who from the West. Dr. Khalil Andani, Harvard University. Here is one mad human who has proven Islam to be wrong, has defeated Ismaili Shias, have defeated Shia 12ers. Forget the Sunnis. I'm so grateful, thank God. Before coming here, I was like, you know, a bit confused, like a little bit nervous about these things. Then I said, oh no, you know why God? Then I looked at Surah. Here it's like Imam would say, or someone Ismaili, that they here it says they worship besides Allah, that for which He has not sent down authority. But then I went to Surah Araf, and what the Shia say? He has not sent down authority, right? But it doesn't mean He hasn't closed the door here, for He would never send down authority for such a thing. Because Shias take that Surah Araf ayat and that part saying, who took that part? That yes, because obedience and all this, and also lords besides Allah. So if Ismailis are coming about this ayat, Surah Tawbah ayat, right? Surah Tawbah ayat, and saying, yes, we take our Hazir Imam as a lord, because it says, very right, it's 31. They take the rabbis. Look, here it says besides, apart from the Masih, and Imam is going to correct you. Hazir Imam. So even if Hazir Imam, His Highness Al Khan, comes and corrects you about this ayat, remember my words, remember what I showed you. Don't be deceived by that highest intellect present at this time on earth. And he's going, his son, I mean, that Imam, the Shia, it goes on, the Imamate goes on to, passes on to his son, and light passes on and on and on. Please look at this, because very intelligent Shias have missed this, intellectuals. Highest intellectual Shia I've just defeated. They have taken the scholars and monks as lords besides Allah, and also the Masih, the son of Mary, meaning you're not supposed to take your scholars and monks instead of Allah as lords. And then, of course, the Ismailis would correct you in this ayat, Shias, and tell you, besides Allah, of course you can take the Masih, son of Maryam. It's okay. Now, many Sunnis will be going to Ismailis because there are ex-Muslims happening. So they don't want the ex-Muslim movement to grow. So by hook or by crook, now they'll be accepting this Ismaili Imam who says prosper, who says educate, who says pluralism, and still be a Muslim, right? Of course, they would. It's there now. It's the Sunnis and the 12 Shia's last resort. This Ismailism, which I have defeated, showing you. So this person was trying to defeat me. Yes, show me where. But there it says, and I got all mixed up, confused about this ayat. But remember that if someone comes like, yes, so the Ismailis come like this, let's say. Now, that you can take, Lord, as Isa, you can take, who no one is saying you should not be taking. Like we Ismailis don't say not to take Masih ibn Maryam as Lord. Not to take the Imams as Lords. No one is, we're not saying that. So they will agree to this ayat being intact, what Rob Christian pointed out. And they will say, yes, even if the Ismailis come here. So they got me confused here, right? Because of the ayat I showed against this ayat. Where the Surah Al Imran ayat. I've defeated Ismaili Shia. Now you have no way, you Sunnis even, or the 12 Shias. I showed him this ayat. He says, no, but here it says instead, are you going to change Sahih International? So not take one another as lords instead of Allah, not with Allah. I said, so he got me confused about that ayat, and now I felt the Ismailis were winning. At least the Ismailis, but he didn't tell me he's an Ismaili. He told me I can't tell you where from I am, and he didn't even tell me it. But now with this also, what he was trying to point out here, instead of Allah, but you can take lords with Allah, right? And I got it, and I'm talking to him about this, so they're thinking, she's such a Dumbo. Like, sorry, but, They don't know that the highest intellect I've just defeated instead of Allah. But with a, yeah, it says here, and do not associate anything with Allah, not apart from Allah. Because it says here, do not associate anything with Allah. What about this? And it doesn't give you that thing of without authority sent down. But anyways, the Shia say about this, room is open in Surah Araf, ayat 31 or which one, 33. And then I took them here. I've brought them here today. It started last night, again about this ayat, Surah Tawbah ayat. And the worship besides Allah, that for which He has not sent down authority. Then put it here, Shias, that He would never send down authority for this. Allah should have put it this way. Allah will never send down authority for it. And I haven't even gone as far to say that this knowledge, and that for which they have no knowledge. Of course they'll say we have knowledge. Samiri said he had knowledge. Surah Taha ayat. Samiri saw Jibrail. How can you say they have no knowledge? You should say they have no true knowledge, no true evidence. My goodness. You see, your Allah has made mistakes, blunders in the ayats, way it's put. Samiri said, I saw what they did not see, and my soul inclined to me. I saw what they did not see. And even the messenger, Jibrail, is coming. Here. Wouldn't Samir say, well, I saw, but you know what? I saw, what did he see? So I took a handful of dust from the hoof print of the messenger, Jibrail's horse. Ayat 96 of Surah Taha. Now can you say, oh Samiri, this knowledge you're seeing and the knowledge that came from your seeing, your perception, you could say it's false knowledge. It was an illusion. But this is a sort of knowledge, right? His seeing was knowledge. What he was seeing, will you dispute with him what he saw? In Surah Najm ayat against Prophet Muhammad seeing in his heart, Allah is saying, will you dispute with him what he saw? That's the knowledge, right? He's given. And these ayats also, but look, he's seeing in his heart. What he saw in his heart is knowledge given to him. I feel that the Shias, Ismailis and Twelver Shias have failed miserably. You see, they have not examined these verses properly. They don't even pay attention proper. How Allah should have put it here in Surah Hajj ayat 71. That never will I send down any authority. If that was the case, then we also, another problem. Sunni Shias would have been united today. Hope you get what I'm trying to show you. Starry, starry night. Paint your palette blue and gray. Starry, starry night. So you're going to call me mad woman. And your crying is real. My crying is starry, starry night. Vincent, what you tried to tell us. Reflect in Vincent's eyes of china blue, colors changing you. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, how you suffered for your sanity, how you tried to set them free. They would not listen. They did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now, for they could not love you, but still your love was true. And when no hope was left inside, on that starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you. Okay, thank you so much, Noor. Also you. Thank you. God bless you and your family members and all. And I hope I don't have to bleed myself to death. And when I die, I hope you see it before I die, that this is unjust and Islam is false and God should not have, you know. And you see that you don't go breaking houses and casting fear. A greatest, a true prophet, even a great saint, you know, if you attempt murder on his life or something. Oh, yes, but they'll say that, oh, even if you want your truth to come out and God has protected you from the people. Okay. I could go on this. You see, when I want to protect my principal, like I didn't want her to, let's say it was guna, to sin. If I loved her and she was, if I told her I loved her and it was then it would have been mandatory on her to love me back, an obligation, let's say, right? So to save her from that sin, I would say, I'm not going to tell her I love her. Because let's say the religion says, my religion says, that if you tell someone you love them, that person or moment, you are to love back her. It's your duty now. You are, it's obligatory on you to love this person. So I'm saving the principle from that obligation. So that she doesn't get into the sin of not loving me back. Because that would be ingratitude and it would be haram, let's say, right? What does a great saint do? He saves you from all that. So he doesn't push you. He doesn't force you. He waits for you for years and years and years. He comes. But you know, a great person would never say, this is why it's so shocking for me. Before we obliterate faces, believe in this. This is not a God, even a great saint. You know, Zen masters say, don't leave your footprints behind. Why? You would say, no, we want quick. It's a revolution. God wants every one of you to come to the light, this and that. But what if I say, don't be so hasty? Let them be. Because you know what, if you force someone, if you bring a revolution, it would not go deep. Let it be an evolution. That's why you don't see Radharani crying for the non-Hindus or someone. You don't see Vishnu crying or Shiva crying. Or why? If they force you, it would be violence against you. You are ignorant. And they know when you will be ripe enough and your heart will come to that love. So they're waiting. They give you life after life, life after life. No, no, don't put them in hell. Don't put them in the fire. Abraham, at one time, was saying this. But I tell you that that's why maybe, like, for example, I'm just giving an example. I wouldn't do haste. No, I would keep doors open. If I'm God, I would say, worship me. If your intention is good and it's in you, your heart, to worship me, then worship me. But I wouldn't send you. If you're going to do bad, I will find some other way to tell the ones you're killing and you're torturing. Because now I see that this way was not right. The force only brought out a great resistance against this. So revolution is not good, evolution is good. How many lives you get in Hinduism, the gods give you. That is compassion, that is true compassion. Okay, thank you very much. I have to go now. My ears are hurting like anything. Thank you. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day.